Right now, I'm out in Honor's pen because we were just doing some work. So those of you who are following along his story, another update is coming soon. However, this morning's work was editing some video footage with Dory and working with riding her and what the reins mean. And I wanted to talk about two important things. First, we want to make sure that a horse can let go of a thought when they're with us, especially in riding. So one of the things I do with the reins is practice picking up a rein and having her let go of a thought. Secondly, when I pick up a rein, it must go all the way to her brain. So the rein attaches to her brain. Some people talk about the reins being attached to the horse's feet. That obviously matters. But the brain is in between those two. We want the reins to go first to the brains, and then the feet would follow. You'll see this when the horse actually engages their thought with where I'm putting the reins. So, thing one, the horse lets go of a thought. Thing two, the horse is able to follow my thought, which I give her through picking up a rein. And when the reins have meaning, when you pick up that rein, the horse follows them, mind and body. You'll see on a regular basis, people will ride. I've been in the same position where you pick up a rein and the body is going that direction because they've been trained to do so, but their mind has not shifted. So the reins attached to the feet, but the mind was left out of the equation. So when you pick up a rein, I want my horse to look the direction of the rein and follow with their feet. Yes, there are times in very advanced maneuvers where you may have a counterbend or something where you actually have the body doing things where they have to engage differently with their head than their shoulders or their hind end. That comes later, but if the mind understands all of this, then the pathway becomes clear. Here at the Akhal-Teke Foundation in Lexington, Virginia, and today I'm going to be working with Dory. Dory's had about a dozen rides once a week, and today we're going to start using the side pull, and we're going to see how she does with that. My opinion is I can get just about anything done with a side pull, but I am not anti-bit. All my horses can be ridden in a bit or a side pull. In this video, I'm going to give as many examples as I can that were pretty clear on the process of picking up a rein and having it mean something to the horse where they actually engage their mind and their body follows. In my work with horses, I've seen a fair amount of troubled horses because there's not clarity in the reins, that when we pick up a rein, they're not exactly sure what we mean to get done, or they're used to moving their body without their mind coming along, and then we end up separating their mind and body while we're riding them, which generally causes a problem. Harry Whitney is known to talk about a horse letting go of their thought being one of the most important things we can do to help them out. And this process begins with the horse letting go of the thought they're stuck on, being able to take on our thought that they get through the rein feel, and then following it through. And you'll see with Dory, her body moves out really nice and straight and relaxed when her mind and her body align, and then she gets to take me somewhere. That's what I want. This is later footage from a different day, and I forgot my side pull. The wind was up, And some of the horses on the other side of this fence were around watching. All of these things created a challenging situation. Any thought can have a different level of strength or intensity, and other horses are a pretty strong thought. So you can see here she's struggling more today to let go of those horses and to come along with my thought than in the other video. Regardless, I'm grateful for these kinds of days because at some point, I or someone is going to want to ride this horse outside of a safe fenced-in area, and she may have a pretty strong thought come up while we're out on the trail, and practicing letting go of that thought to join with me is important and going to be a huge value when we're out there in the real world. This is a great example of a horse who's moving her body, but it's not until here that her mind actually joins up. And when she does, everything gets a little bit more relaxed and easier. This process takes patience. I think it's really worthwhile because at some point when I reach for that rein, I'm going to have a horse who responds because she's worked through this and she knows that it works out for her. Through this challenging day, the process gets easier and easier. She begins to let go of those other horses a little quicker with less resistance and come along with my own direction. And that's going to really serve us in the future with this mare. The video footage I'd pulled together for this ended up making way more sense as 2 videos. So this is part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, which will show what we do next with this ability to pick up a rein and have it have meaning and direction. And we will post that link when it is available in the description below. Thanks for joining Hope Horsemanship on this adventure with Dory, and we will see you next time.